It was 36 degrees Celsius outside and the sun could not have shone brighter. But in the Asaytona residence in the town of San Pedro, just south of Manila, you'd never guess what time of the day it was. The heat of the summer could be felt inside the house, all right, but none of the sunlight could get in. In every corner of the house, there was just darkness.
Even if you just want to get some water, you'd have to turn on the light.
It had been that way for years, but that's about to change. Demi Bucas and his sons have come to install lights. Not like the electric bulbs they already have, but ones that are cheap, healthy, and energy efficient.
People in this community used to never see the light of day in their homes. But with a soda bottle, water, and simple tools, they never had to live in darkness anymore.
The technology is amazingly simple. All you have to do is fit a metal sheet around a plastic bottle, fill it with water, add chlorine, bare a hole on the roof, insert the bottle, then seal it, and there you have it, 55 watts of clean and free solar light.
It's the light of life. It's really great to be able to see your house and move around without having to turn on the lights during the day.
Why should we be trapped in darkness when we can now have the independence to improve our own households with copyable and such a replicable kind of system?
The system not only provides natural lighting, but it breathes new life to plastic bottles that otherwise would have ended up in dumps. It also aims to create so-called green jobs. Demi earns a little over $1 for every bottle light he installs. Business has been so good that he had to quit his job.
Almost everyone wants to have it. Demand has been so huge that I have to tell others to wait when I run out of materials.
He was also one of the first ones to have solar bottle lights installed in his house, and the savings have been significant.
Before, there were times when we didn't have electricity because we couldn't pay. But with the bottle lights, our electric bill has become more manageable.
If we can use green technologies to save essential pesos, it can go into better things like books, nutrition, and livelihood.
A third world solution to third world problems. Barnabilo, CCTV, Manila.
মাকসুদ ভাই লাইটটা লাগানোতে আপনার কি কি সুবিধা হয়েছে?
খাওয়ানে মানে সুবিধা হচ্ছে মানে আলো দেখা যায় ভালো, ঠিক আছে। আপনি সকাল থেকে যখন রোদ বের হলে তখন থেকেই মানে এটা আলো প্রচুর মানে লাইটটা নিবানো হয়ে যায়। না হলেও পাঁচটা দিক দিয়ে মানে একটা সূর্য থাকে তখন থেকেই মানে আলো থাকে।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
সূর্য ডোবার পরে থেকে মানে আলো শেষ।
আচ্ছা এমনি আলোটা ধরেন কতক্ষণ পান একদম মানে ভালো
মানে এটা যদি সকাল 7টা দিকে ধরি 8টা 9টা 10টা 11টা 12টা 1টা না একটা আপনি যে 10 ঘন্টা মতন থাকে।
এতক্ষণ থাকে?
হ্যাঁ 10 ঘন্টা 5টা পর্যন্ত মানে যদি আপনি
আর এমনি ভালো আলোটা কতক্ষণ পান ধরেন একদম কড়া আলো?
যত তাপ পড়বে ততই মানে আলো মানে পাওয়া যায়।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
ততই আলো মানে বাইর হয়।
আর এমনি এটা এখন লাগানোতে তার আপনার এই বাল্ব জ্বালানো লাগছে না?
না বাল্ব জ্বালানো লাগছে না, এটা 10 ঘন্টা মানে আমাদের লাইটটা লিমিটেই থাকে ধরতে গেলে 10 ঘন্টা।
Another way in which we can get light into our houses is using a bottle filled with water like this one. Most of our African houses are really dark because the roof may be a thatch and the wall is made out of mud. So when you fill a bottle like this with water, suspend it from the roof, about three quarters or half of it is in the sun, and then the bottom faces the house. That bit will reflect the light, the sun's light, into the room, so there will be enough light there. If you want it to work perfectly well, then you must add some bleach or chlorine in the water, a few drops, so that the water does not turn green. If it turns green, then you're going to get green light. But what we want is clear white light. So here we have locked out all the light. So the only light that is coming, that is lighting this room, is from the roof, as you can see. But I can be able to see, I can cook in this room without any light, any sort of light. But that one that comes from the roof. I can find my way around and everything here.
Boah, ist das dunkel hier drin.
Siehst du nix?
Überhaupt nicht. Kannst du das mal runter machen? Lass mal gucken. Boah, krass. Krass.
Patrick!
Da bist du
Wo
ja.
bist du denn hier?
Wow.
Hab ich gesehen.
Heftig, ja. Guck dir mal an, wie viel da rauskommt.
Boah.
Boah, krass. Ja, klappt ja. Super.
Und dann das Licht ausmachen, wenn du rausgehst, ne?
Ja, mach mal Licht wieder aus. Heftig. Heftig. Super, funktioniert. Top.
We pour water to test if it's leaking inside the room. Inamwaga? Inamwaga?
We are pouring some water to see if it will leak, but it's not leaking.
Matteo Magalhazi is installing a so-called water bulb in the Korogocho estate in Kenya's capital, Nairobi. These water-filled plastic soda bottles can light rooms by refracting sunlight. On a sunny day, they're just as strong as a 50 watts bulb, without using any electricity. Thanks to the World Wide Web, this powerful invention has traveled from the favelas of Sao Paulo and Brazil to the shanty towns of East Africa. And like most people in the area, Matteo didn't have a regular job. He survived by making small money with selling food on the streets of Korogocho.
I struggled through life and I struggled to get education. I went to university after long years of struggling.
According to recent United Nations figures, 10% of the 40 million Kenyans have internet access, compared with 1% 10 years ago. Matteo was one of the 4 million current users. He managed to get permission to use a laptop of a local youth group called Coach Hope. Online he learned about the Brazilian inventor Alfredo Moser. A virtual encounter that would change Matteo's life.
I found him through the internet. I had cleared my university, didn't have work, so I decided I can't just stay home. I have to find something to do for my community.
Matteo saw the bulb as a solution against the power cuts in his community. The electrical grid in Korogocho is poorly maintained. Most people live on $2 a day, and spending 50 cents of that for electricity would cut too deep in the budget.
They have to use candles, use paraffin lamps, and others use illegal electricity.
Matteo knew that the garbage on the streets of Korogocho would provide for empty soda bottles. Matteo works at the Coach Hope compound to prepare the bottles. After cleaning, they are filled with water and household bleach.
It's for preserving the water so that it can last for a long time.
Matteo now goes around Corogocho to install them for free. 29-year-old Mary Juma was among the first customers. She can read magazines and her children can now do their homework indoors.
Unajua kitambo niko nafungua mlango ndio kuwe na mwangaza, lakini venye iliwekwa siwezi funguangi siwekangi mai kwa mlango nafunga.
So far 120 bottle bulbs were installed and now children at school have light to study.
Now the children can look at the walls more efficiently. There's light and everything else. Now we can learn efficiently.
The dream of Matteo is to disperse the bottle bulbs across all the slums in Nairobi.
Our aim is to install 10,000 of them. If we get to 5,000, 6,000, we'll be satisfied.
And looking back, Matteo sees that the invention not only inspired him, but also others.
It also inspires many youth, seeing that through simple ideas and innovations, you can bring some change in your community. You don't need money to do something for your community.